some little audio checks. Sounds like the audio's good. What's up, Tony? Oh, I left my fan on. It's gonna be a little bit annoying. Hopefully the audio is crispy clear and the lo-fi is not terribly distracting. We're gonna do some reanimating tonight. We've got frogs in our board. So, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the sideboard for what is basically a very traditional Reanimator main deck. And I was thinking something mid-range sound good without like a focus on comboing, like the Smog board. So I was like, what's the best mid-range card we have access to right now? It's probably Psychic Frog. It's like, alright, what if we have a playset of frogs, a playset of woodwalkers, and then this like 2-2 split on this removal suite of push and collapse for opposing frogs, and like other hate pieces in general. And then we've got some bullets on the side too, a couple Macabres for opposing Reanimator strategies, and a Magus to hedge against some greedy mana bases. I appreciate you being here, Tony. It's kind of exciting to be getting back into streaming Legacy. Hey, Kai. Thanks for being here, too. And supporting me. My wonderful, beautiful partner. I have thoughts. Oh, okay. Let's actually snooze this ad that's coming up. I've got thoughts for what we're gonna do post-grief, some of them more sane than others. One thought I had is just 1-for-1 swapping Vexing Bauble into that spot and like playing a playset of Vexing Baubles. We are going down 4 of our 12 free spells, and a lot of those free spells can be cast before we play the bauble, so I think that it might work. I haven't fully tested it out yet. I have some ideas that are significantly more unhinged. I have ideas for shifting woodland brews that are probably bad, but you know, god damn it, I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna cook. But I figured since this is the last week, likely that Grief is going to be legal, we're going to play Grief in our Reanimator deck. And then probably next week, with the, whatever happens with the banned and restricted announcement, I think we all know what's going to happen. It'll be exciting for me to bring some of what I've been working on to the stream to be like, here's some of my ideas for our post-Grief world. But let's see, we've talked for a few minutes. Let's play some Magic. Let's get into a league and see how it goes. With Frog Animator. All right. Let's do the thing. I'm also very close to getting my first Twitch payout, which is kind of exciting. I've been an affiliate for a bit now, but growing the channel has been pretty slow with the sort of like casual like multiplayer party game streams I've been doing. Kind of taking a break from what my original niche was. But it might be cool to see the channel grow a little bit more now. getting back into the original niche that people followed me for. And it might not grow, and that's okay too. This is definitely a hobby for me. Would love to get the channel growing, but also it's no problem to me at all if it doesn't. Oh, somebody's finally tied Magic Dads on the leaderboard. Yeah, I should probably figure out how... Oh my god, it's Sage. We've got a kitchen on kitchen fight for our first round of the league. How did I know my first match was gonna be a snipe? You sniping me? What the fuck? Well, this is a pretty free win. I know what Sage is playing, and it doesn't beat a turn 1. They said they forgot it was stream night. Even though we talked about it. Alright, straight to game 2. Yeah, this is our first time trying the 4 frog sideboard. I'm hoping that it's good. I basically just swapped out show and tells for frogs. We'll see how it goes. Versus Eldrazi. We should probably play this Magus. Probably bring in the Molten Collapses for Chalices, etc. The Exhumes are for sure coming out. I'm actually not sure what kind of hate they're playing in their sideboard. So like, let's bring in the frogs, I think, just as like a hedge. We'll get rid of the shallow graves, and then we will cut, I think we'll trim a looting, we'll trim a Grizzlebrand, and we'll trim a Dark Ritual. Yeah, I like that. We'll see how it goes. Well, we've got multiple Dark Rituals, an Entomb, a Frog we can't cast, an Archon that doesn't do anything. Hand seems pretty bad. Let's mulligan to something better. This is not much better. We could try to find... We have 1 Surveil land in the deck. We could try and find a Reanimation spell to Thoughtseize ourselves and put this Archon into play. Or to Thoughtseize them and take one of their creatures. I think we can do a little better. Let's go to 5. Alright. We'll keep. Let's put back the... We gotta put back 2 cards, unfortunately. So we have Dark Writ and Tomb Animate Dead. We might get Chaliced. Hey, Waffle. Oh, there's an ad going. It's over in 50 seconds. Well, let's for sure put back the Atraxa. I think we'll put back the Lotus Petal. So, Yeah, we'll put back the Lotus Petal. See what happens. Maybe we get ley lined. We don't get ley lined. Chalice on 1 would still hurt pretty bad. Tony's here, Waffle's here, Kai is here. Are we gonna hold up Kozilek's command for 1? Is that the plan? Alright, let's draw a black card for this grief. Hell yeah. Alright. Mold a 5 and have a protected thingy. What do we got? What is your hate? Oh. There was a Kozilek's command. Okay, I think we're gonna win the game. They have access to 4 mana. And they can play 1 thing. Let's take that. Did you know you're not full screen, or is that intentional to show the chat? I mean, I could make it so it hides my like taskbar, but I don't mind the chat log being visible. It's kind of wild that we didn't find another discard spell. I'm actually just looting to look for one. Still no. Okay, that's fine. I'll just pass. We'll get rid of some lands. There are forks, for sure. Let's see if we can... Get this aligned just a little bit better. How's that? Okay, we played Secluded Courtyard and we're passing? Alright, well, let's go to combat, see what happens. Dark Ritual. We'll cast this with Descend. And go for this and this. I feel like they must have drawn another Kozilek's command. That's the only thing I can think of. Forg. It's gonna be a big Forg. Let's pass the turn. See if they use their mana for anything. What do we got? What's cooking? It is another Kozilek's command. So we're making spawns and drawing a card. Okay. It's like impressive that we're still playing a game here. So let's go ahead and do some hand disruption. We'll leave them with just a cradle and hope that they're not able to kill me somehow with that. We could put another frog into play, but I don't want to just die to a flush raker. So I think we're just gonna call it a day here. Alright, what's the top deck? Alright, we won game one. Apparently accidentally queued into Sage. They weren't even trying to stream snipe. I think I actually like the display capture more. I'm happy with that. We won the die roll. Let's see what we got here. Interesting. We've got a reanimate, we've got some discard. We don't have a guaranteed way to bin something. So I think we are gonna mulligan this. Alright, this is better. We'll keep and put back one of these Faithless Lootings. And let's go ahead and Grief. See what we're up against here. Let's see if it's safe to just looting on turn one. Ooh, okay. We're playing against Storm. Let's see. Hey, Latassa. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. So the answer here is probably take the I think we take the Lion's Eye Diamond. They can't empty their hand for the Infernal Tutor. They also don't have any lands. Let's take the Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm sorry, Sage. Watch, we're not gonna find a second land. We did not find a second land, but that's okay. We have Reanimate for the Atraxa. I think we'll keep the Grief for discard next turn. we got a pedal. Pedal and pass. Alright, so they are representing Veil of Summer. Let's reanimate our Atraxa. We're gonna grab some cards here. Let's get our land, enchantment, instant. Probably sorcery creature. Yeah. And they're just holding up Veil here, so I think I'm just gonna pass. Let's see if they cycle the Veil. Nope. Okay, so they have 2 unknowns in their hand. We need them to not top deck another Lion's Eye Diamond because I think that just kills us. I want to try to, on their instep. Okay, cool, they are pondering. I think on their instep, I'm going to Entomb to get Grizzlebrand. And we're going to try and set up for possibly, like, griefing them. It gets Veil of Summered, and then set up for, like, a shallow grave grief them in their draw step. If at all possible, if everything goes according to plan. Oh, did they not find a land? Oh, they're so boned. I'm just gonna grief them. Grief every card out of their hand. They did find a Lion's Eye Diamond, however. Okay. Wait, are they going off? Did I get... What did they put under this? Gaia's Will? Okay. Well, I just scooped it up. Alrighty then. So I don't believe this is a matchup where we're gonna go for the mid-range sideboard plan. I think we're just gonna try and combo kill them. It might be a good idea to bring in Voidwalkers though, if they're on Gaia's Will. Let's bring in the Voidwalkers. Let's go down to Animate Deads. We'll trim Faithless Looting. So we'll still have 10 reanimation spells. Let's go down to 2 lootings. Let's run like that. I wish I had my Sire in the sideboard, but I do not. Oh, fascinating. Well, this hand does stuff. They may have Leyline of the Void. But if they do, c'est la vie. We have our Surveil land to look for Dothy Voidwalker, and we have double Unmask. Alright, land. We also could just die on turn 1. Yeah, there's a Lion's Eye Diamond. Alright, and passing. Alright, well, let's start by seeing if they have Veil of Summer. Well, actually, I don't have enough black cards to also... I think I just need to go for it on myself. Yeah. I'm just gonna go for the Reanimate on Grizzlebrand. If they have like a surgical or something, they're down to 2 cards in hand. They may not notice I'm targeting myself. Oh, they fetched. So let's see. They might have a surgical or something. If it's just like a fluster. Oh, okay. Cool. Draw some cards. If I get like Orcish Bowmastered here, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Nope. Well, let's see if we die next turn. They literally only need Storm as 1 to end me. Yeah, Dark Rit Tendrils just wins the game. I could have unmasked myself pitching the Shallow Grave, but I wanted to have like Surveil into a creature Shallow Grave as like a backup option if something happened to this Grizzlebrand. I'm gonna keep this Atraxa in my hand. Dark Rit Tendrils. Oh, there's the Infernal Tutor. I mean, go for it. Well, at least we know we were dead anyway. I trust that they won't mess up their combo. We didn't see Leyline or anything. I think I'm still gonna keep the Voidwalkers in. I don't think I'm gonna run it any differently. Hand doesn't do anything, unfortunately. We're gonna mulligan. Not the triple reanimate grief hand. Let's see if they mulligan. If they mulligan, I might keep this. They also mulligan. I'm gonna keep. I'll put back the basic swamp. Grief, pitch, reanimate, grief. Alright, so they mulled to 6. And we'll just hope that grief gets there. Alright, so we'll take their tutor. And then I guess take their dark ritual. I don't think I care about this dress down. So they don't have a lot going on, but it is a... They have 7 turns to draw out of it if I don't top deck like an Entomb or something. Faithless Looting. No, I'm gonna be... I think I'm gonna be a little bit patient and wait 1 turn on firing off this Faithless Looting. Although, if I hit like an Atrax or an Archon, I don't want them to be able to dress down. Let's just fire it off. You know what? I will reanimate a Dauthi Voidwalker. And I will be happy about it. It doubles my clock and disrupts them. Alright, no cards in hand. Go for it, opponent. I think the low resource hands tend to rely on like Beseech for Gaia's Will more. Oh, we just drew another Voidwalker. That kind of rips. Are they gonna cycle the stress down? We're paused in the beginning of combat. Well, if they crack that fetch, they're now dead on board. Alright, so they gotta kill me next turn. They gotta kill me, or... I don't know, Echoing Truth, both the Voidwalkers, maybe, is a way for them to live. I'm fascinated that they didn't flash in the dress down on my end step. This feels like maybe a play dress down concede. Cool. Alright, we're 2-0. It's a nice start. Would be absolutely stupendous to get a trophy on stream. And to the, I guess, 8 people watching the stream right now. Hey, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. Drop a chat if you haven't yet. Say hi. The people who are in the know will find it ironic that of our 2 matches so far, one was on Infernal Tutor, and it was not Scranton 01. Alright, we got our round 3. We have won the die roll against Alien? Alien? Something or another. Not a particularly great looking 7. Let's throw that back. Ay. Alright, our luck might be running out a little bit. Let's look at a 5. Well, we got some lootings. We got an Exhume and a Reanimate. I think this is better than a 4. So we're going to put back one of these lootings and this theater. And we are just going to play out our fetch land with the intent to fetch that theater on our opponent's end step after we know what's going on. Alright. Have we finally found our way into the scam bracket? Blue-black something. It's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough one. Alright, we're getting griefed. They're probably taking our Reanimate here. Exhume is looking pretty bad. Alright, let's get a little surveil action. Go ahead and graveyard a land. Well, we found Grizzlebrand. It's probably quite a liability to put that in the graveyard right now. If we looting, we get to look at 2 more cards. We could find another Dark Ritual. I think for now we're just going to pass. I think we need to be patient. What do they pitch with their grief? An Animate Dead. Okay, so they've got a full suite of reanimation spells. I think they're thinking about reanimating their grief. No, they're cycling a troll. And passing. Alright, let's see what we draw here. Another land. We could go for it. They haven't reanimated their grief yet, though. I'm going to just continue to be a little bit patient. I would like to have options once this Faithless Looting resolves. I would like to find a discard spell. Uh-oh. They're entombing. We might be getting a Traxid next turn. Probably gonna be game over. What do they hit? Whole bunch of stuff, yeah. Well, let's play it out. Let's see how this works. They chose Grief, Force of Will, and Reanimate. And they pitched Dismember, so they're going to be able to reanimate my Grizzlebrand. We'll concede. Alright, so this is that matchup we're looking for, where we are going to just completely shift gears. We're going to leave 1 Atraxa, 1 Archon in the deck. We're going to take out the Exhumes and the Shallow Graves. We're going to trim, I think, 2 Dark Rituals, and 2 Unmasks, and 2 Lootings. 4 Psychic Frogs, 4 Dothy Voidwalkers, 2 Fairy Macabres. Probably going to bring in the Magus, and I think the 2 Molten Collapses. We'll leave in an Unmask. And we're just going full mid-range. Looks like there's an ad break in progress. We're just still in the sideboarding page. It's really unfortunate that we have both of our Entomb targets in our hand. I think we're gonna mulligan. This is an I guess. So let's keep, I think we're gonna put Archon on the bottom. We really are gonna be looking for some land drops here. It's not looking good for this for this round. They chose to shuffle. Alright. Let's find some lands. Reanimate unfortunately needs to go in the graveyard. Land? Oh, we'll just find another Reanimate. Well, let's hope they don't have a wasteland. They do not. What is Dark Betrayal? Destroy target black creature. That is a fascinating card for them to have. Alright, I think we're just going to take their Reanimate. That is a fascinating hand. It's sure is 3 removal spells. Please don't find a wasteland off of this ponder. Shuffles their library. Plays Undercity Sewers. Keeps a card on top. Let's go ahead and cast this Faithless Looting. It's possible we might be able to just lock them out of the game with Magus. Let's discard these two. Maybe keep the Molten Collapse. No, because they can dismember the Magus. So I need to take their dismember. So Grief, pitching, Animate Dead takes their dismember. Let's keep the Molten Collapse around. Oh, Grief, pitching, Animate Dead. We've got a Brazen Borrower 2. So I think we only really need to worry about the Dismember. Troll probably finds a basic swamp for them, but there's not much they can do with that because the Dark Betrayals don't kill the Magus. So we'll take the Dismember and then we'll try and cheese this game out with the Magus. Assume this finds. Yep, they do have a basic swamp. There's another Grief. Orcish Bowmasters was their top deck. Wow. That sucks. I thought we had a chance. Okay, another troll. So we know that their hand is the 2 kill spells and then 1 unknown. So let's try and murder this frog. And then we could follow up with a grief. No days? They have days, they've just drawn Stone Cold Perfect every single turn. They grief my grief. Okay. Yeah, it's all falling apart. Yeah, that's not gonna do. We're gonna take 4. I'll play it out, but I don't really see a world where we win. Haha, Fairy Macabre. They're just gonna kill it. Dark Betrayal is such a weird card to be playing. Like, what is it hitting that you're not hitting with Fatal Push? The Troll? I don't know, we got a bit steamrolled there. The 4-1 Dream is alive. We're really doing a good job at winning die rolls, though. Sounds like not a turn 1, but it's a little hard to pass up. Because we can Shallow Grave something on turn 2, and we get to Surveil to look for protection or something. I think we're gonna keep it. There are definitely some opponents we could play against where we get punished for doing this, but let's gather some information, see if we're playing against blue or not. We can look for discard. That's another Underground Sea. Exhume. Thank you. I think Exhume goes to the graveyard. I think we want some discard. Show me a grief. A Thoughtseize. I think I'm going to wait a turn on the Thoughtseize, so we can try and play all of our stuff in the same turn. Although if it's Scam, it could be dangerous. Oh, they're entombing. Uh-oh. Maybe it was wrong to wait. Archon of Cruelty. You can beat an Archon of Cruelty. I'm going to be very risky here, and I'm just going to discard my Atraxa. If they try to reanimate it, I'm going to... Okay, there's Pondering. Let's do a little fetch to thin. And we're just going to go ahead and cast Entomb. Looking for Grizzlebrand. Let's try and take a peek at their hand. Okay, they do not have permission. So let's take the Brazen Borrower. And let's Shallow Grave a Grizzlebrand. Draw 7. Attack for 7. Draw 7. Okay. Unmask ourselves, pitching. The Archon. We'll animate the Archon. Get rid of their Archon. Take their Animate Dead. Take their Brainstorm. And I don't really care about leaving them with anything else. Do I know you, Waffle? Do I know you, Boig? Alright, so just don't top deck Animate Dead, I guess? They top deck Brainstorm. They can't use Reanimate because they're at 4 life. We just need them to not find Animate Dead. Oh, they're fetching. They find Animate Dead? They did! Alright, now I got a top deck. Come on, deck. Don't let me down. Let's do some looting. That's not it. I think we're gonna lose. Because our opponent had Brainstorm. Yeah, there's not really anything we can do here. We don't have the mana to flashback the Faithless Looting. We got 1, 2, 3. We saw a grand total of 3 reanimation spells in the top 32 cards of our deck. That's unfortunate. Alright. Next game, I guess. We definitely could have seen a lot better 14 cards off the Grizzlebrand, too. Alright, bring in the Voidwalkers. The fairies, the frogs, the molten collapses, the whole board. Yeah, actually, let's just bring in the whole board. We're going to go down to 2 reanimation targets. We're going to trim the stuff that doesn't hit our opponent's graveyard. We're going to trim 2 dark rituals, 2 unmasks, 2 lootings. And I think we'll go down to 1 looting. See how this silly sideboard plan works out. I would trim petals if I wasn't playing a playset of frogs. That's the reason why the petals are staying in over the rituals. I kind of want to keep any 7. This doesn't do a whole lot, but I've got a Surveil too, and the potential to play Magus on turn 2. Let's keep it. Yeah, this is... At least my heuristics from playing against Scam previously were very much, if you can play the game with the 7, keep it. And we've got a Surveil land in the deck, so... Alright, and they're just passing. What is our best hit off of this Surveil? Like, probably a Grief? Not that. Not really that either. Do I just go for the Magus? They can fetch their swamp. It's not like I've got 2 Reanimates in my hand. I think I just cast the Magus here. So I can get my basic swamp. If they daze it, oh well. If they have an island, I think they just have basic swamp. Also, they could just entomb and Archon here. You don't have it. You don't have the reanimation spell. No, of course they had it. We'll draw Molten Collapse, kill the Archon, and then reanimate it. Easy peasy. Nope. Alright, that's 2 matches in a row that we've lost to this. Maybe the sideboard plan isn't actually good. We also haven't actually gotten to play a frog yet. But I wonder what was in their hand. I wonder if like a 20-80 matchup in their favor. Worse than Doomsday. It's apparently gotten a lot worse since I was grinding leagues, because I think when I was grinding leagues it was just Scam and they weren't an Entomb deck. And now that they're an Entomb deck, it seems a lot worse. Kind of puts you in that thought of like, should I just be playing that? As much as I want to just stick to my guns and play traditional Reanimator, it sucks to just get like absolutely spanked twice in a row by the blue version of my deck. But Banned and Restricted is coming up on Monday. Who knows what things will look like after that. Four sideboard Emperor Bones, that's an interesting one. Let's keep this. Mulligans to 5. Uh-oh. This hand might be either too slow or just lose to opposing Reanimator. Let's see what happens. Volcanic Island. Oh, it's just Delver? That's interesting. Oh, well, we maybe win. Let's see what we draw here. Well, basic swamp's kind of nice. I do need to find a reanimation spell, though. Let's just go for... I think with the Archon in hand, I'm just going to pitch this Entomb so I can keep the Dark Ritual up. You think you would just go Faithless Looting here? My fear is going Faithless Looting and then them Wastelanding it and me not finding a reanimation effect. Are you saying you wouldn't unmask? I'm not planning to clean. I'm like, my plan was to unmask and then Faithless Looting. And I was just gonna pitch the Entomb, since we have an Archon, to discard to our Faithless Looting. And then the Dark Ritual is Days Insurance. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. We'll see how it works out. If they want to Daze the Unmask, that's perfectly fine. Brainstorm Ponder. Okay. That's also a valid option. Take the Brainstorm. I just want to guarantee my Faithless Looting resolves, because we don't have a reanimation effect yet. So we need to start digging. Ay. Alright, so we're gonna bin one of these rituals. Okay, so they have Tarn, Ponder. Let's see if they reveal something. They reveal a Brainstorm. Okay. They play the Tarn. Casts the Ponder. See if they keep her shuffle. They shuffle. Okay, so they Brainstorm one unknown and a shuffled Ponder. We find another Entomb. Let's cast Looting from hand. That's a lot of stuff that is not a reanimation spell. Alright, Sage, thanks for being here. Catch you around. Yeah, it's pretty bad. We're definitely we're about to start flashing back Faithless Looting territory. We're gonna get rid of one Dark Ritual, one Petal, and keep the Entomb for later. At least we can Surveil now that we had a fetch land. But like, whew. Because now we're at the point where we can't even really bank on them not having a counter spell anymore. Like, we need a reanimation spell and discard now. Alright. Do I keep the Thoughtseize? We're getting close to I can't use Reanimate anymore. Yeah, we're probably just gonna have to raw dog it. Alright, it's flashback looting time. Everybody's favorite part of the stream. I'm about to put the salt screen up. There's a reanimate. Time to Hail Mary. We're playing around days. Let's hope there's no force of will. Brainstorm. Cross the fingies. Hey, we got there. Woo! Cool. Well, I think we can leave out the fairy macabres, but I think we're gonna bring in this portion of the board. We don't want the magus, we don't want the macabres. Even the voidwalkers, actually, we might not. No, they're good against our Murktide and blank. Dragon's Rage Channeler. To be fair, they also mulligan to 5. One unmask, one dark ritual. I'm fully expecting them to have Grafdigger's Cage here. Hopefully this is the matchup where the frog gets to shine. I put frogs on my sideboard to play with tonight, and we have not drawn one yet. Yeah, we whiffed so hard on multiple Faithless Lootings. Let's finish this up 3-2, and then maybe have time to jam one more. The reason why is because it felt like it would just be a slippery slope into just becoming Rescaminator. So it was like, if I'm going to be base blue instead of base red and playing frogs, then it's like, well, I should just be playing like dazes and forces and cantrips, right? And then look where we're at. I wanted to maintain the integrity of like the game 1 turbo Reanimator. No, like, honestly, that might be something I do. Maybe we even test out for the next league. This hand's bad. Triple Thoughtseize, 1 land, Voidwalker, and Tomb. Oh, they kept a 1-lander, huh? Welcome back. Opponent is carefully considering this Psychic Frog. They've only got one car. They've only got one land. So if they have a force, I feel like they're supposed to. With the Surveil Resolve. One card on top. Alright, we've got a frog. Let's see what happens. They currently can't Unholy Heat it, and I currently have the cards to save it from a bolt. I will discard my hand. No problem, opponent. This might be a bait, but I think we're supposed to do it. I wouldn't be surprised if they surveilled land to the top and they're just gonna second bolt it. Land second bolt? No? You may hit me for one. Is frog gonna get there? That's frog food for sure. I just want to get this, wait, they have creature instant. I really want to get this frog out of Unholy Heat range. However, I think I do want to Thoughtseize them, because if they have a Brazen Borrower, I want to get it out of their hand. And that won't get them any closer to Delirium. Force of Negation. Makes me wonder if they are hiding a Brazen Borrower. What'd they pitch? Ponder? I've been forcibly negated. They bin another Lightning Bolt? They did. Alright, still no second land. However, this puts them pretty close. We didn't see black mana last game. Looking at our top card. So they have 3 types in the yard. Oh, that's Delirium. They're going to be able to kill this frog if they have Heat as their last card. They are Grixis. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be a 7/7 Murktide. I could top deck Molten Collapse. Yep, they got Murktide. Nope, it's another Thoughtseize a little late. That makes this a 5/6. Well, see if they attack with this Murktide. Murk is a 7/7. Okay, Grafdigger's Cage. Is this a punt? Because now they're going to lose their DRC. Well, we need another blocker for this Murktide. Because we can only make it a 6/7. So at this point we're either chumping this or we're hoping to draw something. I think we have to attack and hope to draw something. Like either another frog or the Molten Collapse. Maybe I Surveil first, actually. Because I have this to cast the Collapse. I'm gonna, and they have 0 cards in hand, I'm gonna Surveil first. That doesn't help. At least we didn't draw it. Survey says... nothing. We did. Game 3. Unfortunate. I thought we were looking pretty good for a bit there. But Murktide too big. We didn't have enough cards to discard. We got Seize into Voidwalker Frog. I think we keep Seize into Voidwalker Frog. I think we just take their frog. Yeah, I think I'm just taking their frog here. Play the Delver. No cantrips, just play the Delver. Nice. No, please don't have top deck. Now here's an interesting one. Do we keep this as frog food or do we grief first just in case they drew something? They have 1 unknown. Yeah, we gotta treat this like it's a mid-range mirror. Forg. And they drew the days. Okay. And you don't flip your Delver. They don't flip their Delver. They don't play a cantrip. Maybe second main. If they don't play a cantrip, then that probably says to me that they drew Cage. Okay. Well, we get a Surveil now. They have these 4 cards in hand still, so we can just play out Voidwalker. And then hopefully we can just hardcast Grief next turn? If they just draw a blank here and don't flip the Delver, we're winning the race. Delver does not flip. I always think that's so funny when they just don't attack. Like, I can't block it. You can't block me. Hey, well, thanks for the Prime resub. You were a real one. Yeah, unfortunately Frog hasn't looked super impressive thus far. We've also been getting hit with some pretty bad RNG. That Fatal Push might be nice. They do still have the Force of Negation in their hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and cast. Yeah, we're playing Psychic Frogs today. I already have a basic swamp. I'm going to get double red. Let's cast this Grief and see what happens. They've got one unknown in their hand. Let's see what it is. Get that frog out of here. Do I want to cast my own frog? Probably not. I think I'm just attacking with Voidwalker. But we'll keep it in mind just in case. Because if they have to pitch cast a Force of Negation to keep this Delver alive, I'm feeling pretty good. And they're not going to be able to Murktide. They reveal a Force of Will. Okay. They're going to need to start spending these cantrips. One Ponder down. I'm extra appreciative of that subscription, Will, because I'm actually very close to getting my first Twitch payout after I don't even know how many months of being an affiliate. But it's still going to be cool to say, technically, Twitch paid me. Alright, so they chose not to shuffle, and they're not playing their other Ponder. It says maybe a Bolt? Another Voidwalker is actually very nice. How do I want to sequence this? Because I want to play Push and I want to play Voidwalker. I know they have a Force of Negation and a Force of Will. Maybe I see if I can try and bait the Force of Negation on the Fatal Push, pitching the Force of Will. And we have the only really juicy thing in their exile is the Frog. So let's just attack. They might have a removal spell for... They may have like a bolt for one of these creatures. Let's cast Push. Hopefully get a counter spell out of their hand. Force Negation, exiling the Force of Will. Perfect. Another Voidwalker. Alright, lethal on board. I am F6'd, opponent. Alright, well, we finished the league 3-2. 2 brutal losses to Reanimator, as one could expect. It's a little close to the end of stream time to start another league. Have to hate board the matchup to make it even remotely playable. Yeah, it just seems like... It seems like so much just hate board for one specific matchup. So yeah, I think the frogs and the sideboard might not be worth the slots. It might be better to just play them main deck. I feel like you have to adjust the mana base if you do that, because I think going from 21s and 8 2s to 16 1s and 12 2s, I think you need more lands, because this mana base is constructed off of playing mostly 1-drops. No more leagues? I'm not sure. Like, I could stream late today. I also thought about maybe doing like a vintage cube league as like a palette cleanser. Turbo one out. We're just gonna give Frog one more chance. One more chance to prove itself. Maybe we should sub out for something else. Some Chain of Smog? Yeah, I mean, Chain of Smog is the, wait, do we want to play Roll Gorger Dragon Chain of Smog? Yeah, let's get, because I'm going to need to, I'm renting, so let's return what I've got right now. This has 3 surveils in it. So yeah, do you remember me when I was telling you that I basically picked up your list and then just adjusted a few things for the main deck? That's what this list is. It's mostly your list. I just went down 2 trolls, up an Atraxa, up a fetch land, down a basic swamp. Yeah, there's 1 troll in here. And then there's the Smog board with 3 Vexing Baubles. How's this look to you? Actually, you know what, Rude? If you're interested, if you're interested, we can hop in a Discord call and play through a league together. If you're not busy right now. I'm gonna go ahead and rent these cards out though. Cool, let me go use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll hop on a call. Alright, I am back. turn this music down to barely there. All right, is it cool if I call you, or do you want to call me? Hey, you there, Boig? All right. Where are you at? The anticipation. There's the Sean and Rude co-stream that you were asking for, Waffle. Oh, that's weird. It said I went started a call and it says in the
Hey, I think we got it finally.
yeah, no, the Discord said I started a call, but then I wasn't actually in it.
Alright, sweet. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure out my volume, because I have your stream muted. But I can't actually hear you in Discord.
Oh,
So, hold
here.
on.
Let
I
me
gotta figure this
actually
out.
also share my screen directly to Discord so there's no like input delay. You can see everything in real time. Yeah, because just having my stream muted is a good idea. No, just mute the Twitch stream. Um. Oh, yeah, because no, you shouldn't hear yourself echo if the Twitch stream is muted. Hi Zara, thank you for the follow. Uh, like if you mute Twitch, you should be able to hear me on Discord, right? Am I missing something? Oh no, did I freeze? Is too much happening right now?
Oh, okay, here we go. I didn't even realize that you were sharing it.
Oh yeah. Because then otherwise you're gonna have to have a whole bunch of delay from Twitch. So this way we're in real time. Are we all good then?
Can you hear me right now?
I can. Can you not hear me? Hold up. Let's see. How about now? Can you hear me now? boodle-up-boom.
I know my mic's definitely working because I can see it talking in our Discord call, but I can't see you talking.
Even still. Well, let's try some things. How about now? Just let me know if you hear my voice. Perhaps now. Now. We got any audio now? What is going on here? I'm gonna try to disconnect and then recall you. Can you hear me now? Cause I got a little green ring around mine like I'm talking. Just the F. Is it still freezing a bunch? It might be just because I'm trying to stream to Discord and Twitch at the same time. I don't have the most powerful PC. Alright, how about this? No, because I'm gonna say we could mute me on Discord and then just use the Twitch volume, but then you would hear yourself echoing. I don't know what's going on with this. You can hear both of us? That's weird because I can't hear Rodney at all. Woo. Okay. Can you hear me now? I'm guessing not.
Hey, can you hear me, man?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me? No volume from me, though, huh?
Huh. I can't hear you at all.
Maybe this might just be too many technical difficulties. Any luck?
Weird. It's all right, man. I'll just watch the stream.
All right.
I'll just type.
Unfortunate. Would have been fun if Discord wasn't being super annoying. We'll have to figure that out later to do this. Well, that's lame. Right, well, we're gonna do some World Gorger things, I suppose. we tried our darndest. I went on Discord and scrolled all the way to the bottom and just reset every single one of my audio settings and nothing. And it's weird because, hey, Geodude Jared, what's going on? Just starting our second league of the night. Doing some World Gorger Dragon shenanigans. Yeah, it's just Discord. I don't know what was going on with the Discord audio. Because the audio's been working fine for stream all night. So what do we think of this hand here? If you okay, oh wait, we got audio input. You can select your mic. Yeah. That's what I did that at first. That was the first thing I tried doing. Well, here's my question. Would you keep this opener? With the prospect of surveilling on turn 1 and then possibly unmasking yourself. Because, like, I feel like this hand's a mulligan. We're on the play. The lower side of a keep. Our opponent hit me with the period. They're tired of waiting. They win a mulligan. We're on the play, yes. Wow, this hand's way better. Opponent's being a little bit pushy about playing. Alright, so we got a free win here. They're going to be so salty that I made them wait just to turn 1 them like this. Sorry, pal. So they are on Eldrazi. Do you bring in the smog board for Eldrazi, or do you just send it? This is the Rude advice stream. We're playing the Rude deck. We're going to take the Rude input. Like, I don't want to be stone cold dead to, like, a ley line. But also, I don't know if we need to... Unless you tell me otherwise, I'm going to just start cutting for the smog combo. You just played against them. Were they as? Yeah. Well, we won game one, on turn one, and they were being very pushy about starting the game. You know, I like leaving Atraxa Archon, but if you tell me leave Grizz Archon, we'll leave Grizz Archon. I just think with 50% of your reanimation spells being reanimate, I feel like I'd rather have Atraxa. But the I'm just gonna send it. My caveat for this portion of the stream is anything Rodney says in chat, we do. Yeah, there is a delay. We've got surveils to hit our lands. Let's keep. If you want, I can still stream to Discord, so you can see it in real time, even though we can't talk. Oh no, Grafdigger's Cage. Oh, that's a nice pickup. With that in our hand, I think I want to go ahead and Thoughtseize. They got nothing currently. We hit our land. We're gonna hit our third land for the Witch. Mother Eldrazi Temple. Okay. We'll cycle first, then we'll surveil. Let's get untapped by you. If we find a Dark Ritual, we just win the game. Oh, there's also that. I think we'll keep that on top. I'm going to play out the Witch here, so if we draw a land next turn, we can play Witherbloom and then Chain of Smog and have insurance against a removal spell of some kind. Okay. They have one unknown card. Okay, they're dead. Sure, doesn't matter. Cool. Alright, start 1-0. The troll came in clutch. Here, I'm gonna stream to you on Discord, and I'll just be muted. So you can see everything in real time. Yeah, this is real time. Alright, we got match number 2. Won the die roll. We've got Unprotected turn 1 and Tomb Reanimate. Feels like a let's go for it to me. Alright, now in this position, I go for Atraxa. Are you going for Atraxa or are you going for Grizzlebrand here? Yeah, I've got Discord open to see what you type. I can have Atraxa, please. They're just gonna go Force of Will, untap, reanimate my Atraxa. Oh, they're gonna Endurance. Okay. Unfortunate. We've got a backup plan, though, I guess. Green black. Alright. Would have been nice to surveil that Archon into the yard rather than draw it, but what are you gonna do? Springheart and Antuco. No way they have another Endurance, right? Alright, so I think I'm just grabbing another Surveil land with this. We're gonna grab one in hand and we're gonna fetch for one. Well, Unmask on top means we could go for the Reanimate on the Troll. We could use either of these on the Troll. And then, well, if we do that, the next turn we won't be able to unmask ourselves. I think I'm going to keep the Unmask and just try and get the Archon into play next turn. I think that's the highest upside. Like, taking a shot at putting Archon into play is probably better than the average draw. It's a lot of Fs you're sending in chat tonight. Are you our dedicated Twitch chat F spammer? So Archon's not going to affect their board too much, unfortunately, with all these insect tokens they're making. I wonder what deck this is. They ban another Springheart and Antuco. This might be the, like, Bristly Bill. 4 minutes behind and buffering constantly. That's unfortunate. I might need to stop streaming to Discord. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if my computer can handle it. Sorry about that, boss. Well, here's hoping they don't have another Endurance. Let me know if the buffering improves now that I have shut down Discord. Alright. See if we can have an Archon. The only way for me to stream real time with no delay would be through Discord, and I think Discord is just making everything else buffer and slow down. Unfortunately. I do not have the most powerful PC. Hey, we drew an Entomb, though. If we find another reanimation spell. Let's see if there's things I can shut down to maybe help with my CPU usage. Another Entomb. Are we courting? I think we're phasing out the Archon. Yeah.